Yeah, son. There's mad kids out there getting cream for the 9-5, bro. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time. You know, shoot the game, going for mine. Alright. And this is the year when mad caps get peeled. So I'ma spark this line, kick the reel. Bang them out. With all this chaos in the realms of the street, your local street dog got to make ends meet. The average Joe's far too slow for this ghetto pro. You better know, when I hit the streets, I like to glow, I like to glisten. And at the same time, stay low, listen, motherfucker, fame. I'm pursuing the dope. My stilo is symbolic to a kilo. Cash is popping, coke's cooking, beats copping. Ain't that some shit? A player that's used to living rich is now a sticky kid, caught up in a ditch. In 94, Giuliani kicked out the door. In 95, niggas flipped to stay alive, peeling caps while I laugh. In the stats, and phone in the app, Remy in the glass, mark the boom, then I blast. They wanna confine me, sneak up from behind me, bust a cap in my back and put me where they can't find me. They hate to see a young player pay. I don't want to see that. They rather see it spray, but I'm like Nitty, a Terminator, squeeze the lead off. Using birds and nouns like rounds to blow your head off. Hitting up spots, heating up blocks, investing in stocks like Colombian blow crops. I'm out to get cream and ain't no doubt in my mind. Fuck this broke shit, I'm hit, I get down for mine. Yeah, get you I get down for mine. I get down for mine. I hear you wanna be a play. I ain't some place you bet. Let's play a game of real nigga roulette. We just a DOA as I spray the melee. Content and punctuation is compared to AK. You in a day overdose for pure funk. I'm fucking off like time again. For karma's a booty smoke. Decapitated rappers in my trunk. I'm sick, pumping skunk bouncing with my click, popping mega jump. I'm getting back while these clowns be zigzagging. Once you talk about putting keys, come on, you nickel bagging. I'm blasting off wings and then your doubters believe it. You see, I was packing heaters with jokers with banging cheerleaders. Ain't nothing changed, it's still the same in the rap game. I'm known for banging rookies out the frame. Y'all done forgot who was the pimp from the start. Sipping vintage wine, eating all a cup. I'm phenomenal from the abdominal. Far from comical lyrics and sticking the brains like barnacles. Never sleep, I'm bringing the drama to the street with techniques and rolling in bleach. Ain't nothing sweet about the street, so I'm poetically ill. I'm pure like cook up and lyrics shine like fish scale. I got the banger at your throat and you ain't showing no signs. Cake death, let them know I get down for mine. I get down for mine. I get down for All right, everybody. What's going on? Welcome to tonight's podcast of GangstaTalk. I'm up here with my host, Dame Frankie. Dame, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Yeah, you know, there seems to be a separation happening amongst black people. First, let me shout out everybody in the chat and those who are coming to view us tonight. Didn't really have too much time for pleasantries because I'm a little fired up about what I've been seeing. For some reason, some black people think that they've made it because they've sold completely out. They bought into white supremacy. I mean, we have the maniqueers making these videos like nothing has happened, like nothing has changed, like we're not suffering these injustices. They seem to go on and behave like
they have nothing to do with this. Like they're not a part of us. Like they're some kind of completely different race. Like they're made up of some other kind of melanin. They seem to think that this is some kind of joke. Where black people are being murdered. Black people are dying left and right. There's even a war on rappers now. They've gone after the rappers too. You got our women being set up left and right. Our kids are being set up left and right. And if you notice, there's a trend now of famous black people are starting to lose their kids. Their kids are starting to turn up dead. I.e. Bobby Brown. His son was found dead just recently. And, you know, you have these maniqueers and these other red pill guys. They're running around on social media like this doesn't apply to them. Like they're not a part of us. Like they don't know who we are. Like they aren't black. Making videos as if they've joined the other side. Like they're on the other side of white supremacy, pointing fingers at us, saying, those black people. They seem to think that they've joined the winning side. And this shows through their behavior and the videos that they make. Dissecting black women. I saw something that was sickening to my stomach earlier today when one of these fools had a video with 300 people watching talking about black women as if black women are some kind of endangered species or they come from another planet. And somehow non-black women are the way to go and black men should be with non-black women. For some reason, they don't understand that non-black women don't desire black men. So you're talking about undesirables here making these videos like they're no longer black, like they've given up their blackness, like they totally brought into being white and blackface. Now I got a problem with the people. Okay, maybe I don't have a problem with them. Okay, but I have a problem with the people who are supporting them and watching them. Like, okay, you telling me that you got 300, 400, 500 black people who are that screwed up that they support some garbage like that? Spreading all of this fear, because it's nothing but fear. These guys are scared. They're fearful. They are afraid of combat. They are afraid to get out here in the streets and duke it out with this beast. You're talking about cowards through and through. Through and through. Got a big long white stripe going down their back like a skunk. And we all know skunks can stink it up pretty bad, right? You know, so it just amazes me, though, how they sit there and make these videos like they aren't black, like they're some whole other kind of black. Like what's happening to us doesn't apply to them. Like they on some, well, that's those black people. We're different black people. You see, look at my tongue. You see how black it is from all of the shoe polish I've licked off of Master's boots? Those black people don't have shoe polished black tongues, so they're not a part of us. So because we're not licking boots, and we're not kissing ass, and we're not giving in to white supremacy, you somehow think you're a whole different black person, and that none of this injustice and this brutality that we're suffering applies to you. Well, I got news for you. It does. And when your time comes, you gonna get smoked along with the rest of the black people. You see, the white person don't see you as any other kind of black person. He see you as the same black person he sees the rest of us. So all of this cooning, all this cowardly cooning that you're doing is all for nothing. Because the same thing that was in store with your boy who was cooning by trying to break up two white savages from fighting, and the cops showed up right on code and blew them away. Right? You see, you are subject to suffering this same fate. And so all of this cooning is useless. See, at this point, it's just fear. You are afraid. You're begging that beast not to bother you, not to touch you, to walk past you while you're cowering on your knees, hiding under the bed. You know, it's kind of like back in the biblical days, right? When they put the blood of a lamb over your door so the death will go past you that night. See, you coons, you maniqueers, you're hoping that the blood is over your door so death will pass you. So this beast will pass you and won't bother you. Don't work like that, son. You still the same black person that he's out here murdering brutally. Oh man, they coming up with all kinds of innovative ways to get at us now. I mean, they running down on people's houses talking about, oh, it's the wrong house. They got SWAT teams running down on people's houses now. A sister just shot one of these officers in the chest because they ran down on the wrong house. They running down on houses. Talking about, oops. Oops, I made a mistake. That's all. A mistake should only happen to black people. That's what's going down. They got SWAT teams running down on Negroes. Y'all up here making videos talking about what's wrong with the black woman's attitude. The black woman, you know, she has a really bad attitude. I'm not sure why she's so aggressive. She seems to be so masculine. You know, we're educated lames. Does she understand that we can't take all that rough talk? Seriously, this is what's going on. Hey, Dame.
Yeah, I'm here.
Help me out here, man. What's going on, man? What is it with this cowardly stance? What is it with this obsession with the black woman's attitude? Now, all of these murders going on out here of black people, and just recently, now they're using SWAT teams to run down on black folks, right? Why these maniqueers seem to think that they are somehow different and that they don't belong to the black race? Well, then again, maybe they don't. Maybe they don't deserve to belong to the black race. But sitting up here making videos in the midst of all of this injustice, are they crazy?
Yes. They crazy. They got selective outrage.
Well, okay, so let me ask you this. Let's get down to it. You're a black woman? All right.
Mm-hmm.
What is wrong with the black woman's attitude? Explain that to me. Hey, listen, I'm confused. Any sisters in here? Okay, we'll put the link in the chat. This is not a ladies' night. This is GangstaTalk, so the mic is open. You can pretty much come up here and you're not restricted. You can pretty much say what you want, short of getting the channel taken down. Okay, we can't say the F word. You know what I'm talking about? You know, and stuff like that. But any sisters want to come up here and explain to us what is this attitude that black women are supposed to have? Now, Dame,
Yes.
what is it? Explain to me what this attitude is that they keep talking about. What is it what is it that's so wrong with the black woman that these males are constantly trying to point out? Are constantly saying that they can't be men, they can't be upward men, they can't be strong men, they can't protect their women and children because of this about black. Because I don't get it, okay? I'm an old school guy. I'm not a punk. You know, I come from that old school background. So a lot of the stuff sound like cowboy crap to me. So let me hear what you got to explain to me. What is it that the black woman is doing, or what they think she's doing, that's caused them to be cowards and not protect their women and children? Even in the midst of all of this brutality, they're making videos like nothing is going on. Are they insane? I mean, seriously. So what is it about the black woman that they're talking about? Because I'm confused. And like I say, any other black woman want to come up here and educate me because I'm confused. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Go ahead, Dane.
Okay. Okay, I don't know what they're talking about. Okay, I know what it means when the other side talks about it, but for them it just says that they can't handle the criticism right now. Criticizing them not doing what they supposed to be, not standing up, not being the men they supposed to be.
But wait a minute, I
And
don't
so
understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. But wait a minute, what does the black woman got to do with a man standing up? Man's supposed to stand up on his own, okay? A man's supposed to have courage inside him already. Like I stand up, I don't need nobody to tell me to stand up. I don't need a woman to tell me to stand up. That's a self thing. The black woman ain't got nothing to do with that. Continue.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that's just the thing. They don't know. We didn't used to have to tell them to go out and get a job. They would just do. They would just go. They would find any job if it becomes necessary to pay the bills until they can find the job they want. No, now
Well,
they're
no.
getting
These guys say that they're high value. So I guess high value means they have a lot of money, right? And so if they're high value and they could afford all these fancy clothes, they have all of this money, right? Then I guess a job isn't in question, is it?
No. But in that group case, if they are, I don't believe it because they complain too much about money. For me to think so. That particular group, they want to be chased. They want to be sought after by women.
I can't believe, you know what? They keep antagonizing black women. They keep making these bullshit ass streams to make black women upset. You see, black women right now, they're playing a trick on you. Okay? They're playing a trick on you. They're appealing to your to your anger. They know you're going through a lot of shit here in America. They know that you're up against it, and they know that they ain't shit. Oh, excuse me. Hold on, mute my mic for a second.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, Mac is getting on. Well, they are. Okay, they want our attention.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so black women, like I was saying, right? They know that you're going through a lot of shit. They know that you're being targeted. They know that you're the most targeted woman on earth right now because they're trying to destroy our race, okay? If you want to get rid of a race, you got to get rid of the women. You understand? So they know that you're up against it. And they know that they ain't shit, right? And they're proving to you that they're not shit by sitting up here, making up these videos with these titles that are designed to get black women mad and, get black women to react. You see, they keep doing it to you. Stop falling for it. They just want you to come run over there so they can argue with you. That's why they keep making these fucked up titles. Okay, because they're just trying to get black women, just trying to antagonize you. These guys ain't worth shit. These guys ain't worth arguing with. You're talking about guys who sold their souls. Hell, they've sold their goddamn sexuality. They've cashed in their masculinity. Okay, so you're not dealing with real men in the first place. So it's not even worth you running over there getting upset because they made some funky ass title that's designed to call you out so you can come running and start arguing. They know how argumentative women are. Okay, and so they make these funky titles so a black woman can get triggered and come run over there. This is how they get support from you. This is how they get support from you. Then they tell you all this BS. Next thing you know, you're dropping cash apps. Then you're supporting the movement that's exactly against you. Don't fall for it. Stop falling for it. And I'm still trying to figure out what the hell. Now, this tells you exactly what type of people they are when you look at all of these injustices that are going on, like I said, you got SWAT teams running down on black folks and making excuses, talking about, oh, it was the wrong house. They trying to kill black folks. They're coming up with all kinds of creative ways to kill black folks, right? At a time where we need black people to be talking about solutions and how we're going to combat this, these Negroes are sitting up here talking, ill about black women. Talking about a black woman, they're still talking about getting dates. Seriously? Do they not? What planet are these guys on? What planet are these guys on?
I have no idea. But obviously they're not on Earth.
Yeah, Hassan Burton, yeah. They just bait black women to come running over there so they can start arguing. These guys ain't worth it, ladies. These guys ain't. They do the same thing over and over again because they wouldn't get any attention otherwise from any women. If they don't do something to antagonize you or bait you into coming over there arguing with them, they wouldn't get any attention. A woman wouldn't be over there with them.
Exactly.
Okay?
That's another reason why they want our attention, because they
exactly.
know we're not gonna put up with it. We're going to start ignoring them, and they rather get us angry. They rather us negative attention, because that means they still got our attention.
Right, and they know how argumentative, women are, especially black women, and they're using that against you. They're using that to get support. They're using that to fill their views. They're using you. First of all, they don't care anything about you, and now they're using you, okay, to further their cause. You're actually contributing to them. You're giving them views, baby, dropping cash apps over there, and you got some sellout black sisters who done sold out against you. Who done joined their side because they feel that that's a safe place for them to be. I don't know how the hell you would find safety in the midst of a group of cowards. Go figure that, Dane. Safety in the middle of a large group of cowards. Where's the safety at? I mean, wow. That's pretty bad. But you see. And they still are hell bent on disparaging black women. I mean, look at all of this shit going on. And then, right, they just keep finding negative things about black women to pick out. Regardless of what happens, they try to find a way to spin it negative towards black women. This sounds like to me that this is an agenda, okay? They have a specific job. They're either being paid or they've been promised something. Okay, they are fulfilling an absolute part of a plan. I mean, you can't be that fucking dumb and that goddamn naive to what's going on out here to just solely focus on black women. You got kids losing their lives. You got, again, SWAT running down on people. They got SWAT in the act now. This ain't just regular police. Special police now. The special forces of the police, SWAT, done jumped into the act. They running down on motherfuckers' houses. Talking about some, oops, we thought it was this house. In the meantime, they coming in, busting caps. Right. And then when they lay everybody out in the house, they're talking about some, oh man, boo, wrong house. We laid out the wrong black folk, the wrong Negroes. I mean, and then to find reasons for that to be negative to black women is just insane. That's an agenda. These guys have an agenda. They clearly have an agenda. Okay, now, the problem is how many real black men are going to sit back and take this stuff and not call this shit out? Not call it out for what it really is. These guys have an absolute agenda. They are completely against black people. They're completely against black women. They have sold out completely. You're talking about guys who are messed up socially, guys who are sexual perverts, deviants, okay? Guys who will probably have sex with animals, You know, they've completely crossed over to the dark side, and this is the black enemy. This is the black enemy. These guys, they are the black enemy. They have taken on the face of white supremacy. White supremacy now, for all intents and purposes, at this point in time, has a large black face now. I said it again. I mean, I'm sorry, I've said it before and I'll say it again. These guys are black versions of the KKK. They are black versions of the Ku Klux Klan. And Dame, you know me, I've been out in front of this a long time. I said way back in my podcast that these guys want to take the place of slave masters.
Yeah.
And they want to enslave black women, and they want to brutalize black women. They want to beat black women like the slave masters used to beat black people. Because, you know, they blame black women for slavery. They blame black women for everything. Hell, they blame black women for being born. I heard some dude, I watched some dude sit up on the panel and curse his mother for being born. And, you know, instead of brothers getting them off there talking about, okay, dude is tripping, right? They was up there talking about some, yeah, I feel where you coming from, man. You know, I'm saying, I think the same thing about my mama, man. Wow, man, you know, this is where we're at. This is where we're at. Yeah, on they do say, I think they are getting paid off, but I think it's even more than that. I think that these guys aren't just getting paid, that they have a real hatred for black people. You got to have a hatred. You couldn't pay me to do this. You couldn't pay me to do this. You know, especially with what's going on right now. It don't even make any sense to even do something like that with what's going on right now. You couldn't pay me to do no crap like this. You couldn't pay me to turn against my people like this. There ain't no amount of money in the world that you can give me that make me do this to my people. Right now, we need all the black people to stick together that we possibly can. Okay? We can't be having people like this, groups like this, turning against black people, turning against black women. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I've never seen anything like this before. I think it's even worse than that, One. I mean, these guys, yeah, you know, it's bad. I mean, to hate your own mother, man, I don't even know how that happens. Now, people can say several things happen, right? You know, they can be abused by their mothers, they can be beaten by their mothers, or whatever, abused or beaten or whatever, and eventually they'll come to hate their mothers after years of abuse. Okay, I don't know. I've never been abused by my mother, so I love my mother. Okay, so I would never sit up here and say the things about my mother I've heard these guys say. I mean, these guys have said they wish their mother would hang and die slow, and they want to see her choke. You know, they want to see her eyes roll up in the back of their head, in the back of her head, as she take her last breath. I mean, the things I've heard were absolutely demonic. These guys are way over the top with their hatred. And what gets me is we got all of this stuff going on. People are dying. Black folks are dropping like flies, and all of this creativity nigger killing, right? All this creative nigger killing going on. These dudes are comfortably sitting up making these live streams about black women. Like it's business as usual. Okay, let's just talk about how black women are going to, and how is it that they have a following? You see, they can only be something here on social media. This is it. Hey man, this is it for them. They don't have it going on anywhere else. These guys aren't in real life with a bunch of brothers that are friends or whatever, unless they're meeting up and wanting to be with each other. I guess that's why they, you know, some of them call themselves SYSBM because they're saving themselves, or they call themselves MGTOW because they're trying to get other brothers who are in the same boat that they're in mentally, because they couldn't hang out with any real dudes. I don't have any friends. I wouldn't hang out with anyone like that. Me and my friends, we wouldn't hang around anyone that thinks like that. You couldn't come around me and my friends talking crazy about your mother, man. We'll think something's wrong with you. You'll get your head knocked off. As much as we love our mothers, man, you couldn't come around us talking like that. We don't condone that. You can't come around us talking crazy about black women like they're talking about, man, black women, man, I want to see them die. I want to see them drown. What? What? Negro, what? See, they got to keep that here on social media. I'm telling you right now, that's not happening in real life. So they keep that on social media, and this is where they have a voice, right? This is where they can feel like they are somebody, I guess. And the black women are helping them do it because you keep falling into their trap. Every time they make one of these videos with this crazy title in it that's designed to provoke you to go argue with them, you support them. That's supporting them. And they don't care anything about you. They know they ain't shit. So if you go over there and tell them that they ain't shit, you're not doing anything but helping them out. Because as soon as you go over there and say, hey, y'all ain't shit, they're going to be on some, yeah, we know, so why you over here? Well, I'm over here because you said something about black women. And we're going to keep saying something about black women. Now y'all going to get back and forth. You're helping their cause. You're helping boasting their number. You're actually helping the people that hate you. That's what you're doing, black women. When you go over there, when you go running over there, thinking that you're going to read these guys their rights, thinking that you're going to tell these guys, or it ain't going to do no good. You're talking about males who sold their soul, they sold their masculinity, they sold their buttholes, they sold it all. So it's kind of like you arguing with yourself when you go over there. There's no masculinity over there for you to go back and forth with. Hey, what do they call them? Man vaginas? Manginas?
Yeah, manginas.
Yeah, it's a bunch of manginas over there. I gotta admit, I've never heard that term before, man. Somebody's very clever came up with that term. Huh?
Or you can call it a bussy.
Anyway, I'll let you say those types of things. I'm too manly to say them kind of words. But anyway, yeah, so there's no masculinity for you to argue with over there. There's nothing but feminine energy over there. So you go running, and it's basically a cat fight over there. And that's exactly what they want, because you are helping them out. You are supporting them. And you're not giving your support to the people who are fighting for you, people who care about you, people who you should be giving to. Now, listen, everybody likes an accident, right? Everybody want to see a train wreck every now and then. Cool. Everybody likes a little excitement. Everybody likes a little drama. Cool. But when you constantly over there and over there and over there, thinking that you're going to change these dudes, now wondering if there's something wrong with you, because you're not changing these dudes. Them guys are done. You're wasting your time going over there arguing with them. You're actually helping them when you go over there and doing that. They don't feel any shame about what they've done or who they are or what they've become. They don't feel any shame. You're not going to make them feel any shame. They have no shame. Anytime a man allows himself to be sexually compromised by another man, there is no more shame. You're not dealing with real men. You're pretty much going over there arguing with gays. And they keep playing y'all out. They keep making these titles. These titles, they get up there and they talk crazy about y'all, knowing y'all will go running over there, thinking that you can out-talk them or talk them down just to argue with them. That's what they want you to do. That's what feeds their numbers. So you're helping those guys. You're helping them spread that poison to other young black men. You're helping them by boasting their numbers. Because you come running over there, you make it exciting because now they got somebody to argue with. Now everybody else want to come see what's going on. And I'm telling you right now, if it's not for you, they wouldn't have nobody over there watching them. It'll just be dudes over there having a sausage party. That's it. They need the women to be relevant. So you're saving them. You're giving them attention that they would otherwise get. So, Dave.
Yes.
Help me out here. Why are women constantly falling for the same thing over and over again? Why they read these titles and get triggered and go run over there thinking that they're going to do something to these men by arguing with them?
It's the women in them recognizing they both women. They recognize another woman, and this is another woman. So they're picking up on the feminine energy coming in the men, so they don't see no problem with them fighting because it's another woman. Wait
a minute. So
but the energy coming from it is a female. It's a woman.
So are you saying? Wait a minute. So are you saying that the women they're being triggered because they think this is other women talking about them?
No, I think on a subconscious level they pick up all the feminine energy. Why you think they start calling these dudes the B word? Because they're
Bro Rob, what's going on? Shout out to Bro Rob in the house, in the building. Hey, Bro Rob, great channel, man. I love your channel. I will be supporting every time you go live, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I will be doing that. It was great stuff, man. I really enjoyed it last time, man. Good history. I love what you're doing with the kids. Getting them involved. I think that's a great idea, brother. I'm really looking forward to great things coming from your channel. Go ahead, Dane.
Yeah. So we I think we pick up on their subconsciously on the feminine energy, and if some woman is coming up to you with some attitude and picking a fight, well, yeah, you're gonna strike back. And the first price of word is words for women. Oh yeah, there's some that will just haul out. But we're on a platform where it got to be verbal. It's vocalized. Can't go up and hit the dude. It also could be a reason why women are getting physical with the guys. Before we would be a little physical, it'd be like the love tap or nudges, or we just because they were men, we knew they can handle us nudging and pushing on them and leaning on them, and if we thought of them as as a friend, a little punch in the shoulder and stuff like that, because they're men, they can handle that. But now,
all right. So you're saying that women kind of see these males as women in a way.
Yeah, subconsciously. Why else?
So when they go over there, to them subconsciously, they're being triggered because they seem to feel like they're arguing with other women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And just like
so basically it's a big old cat fight.
The big old cat fight. Yeah. And because we still see the male image when a male is attacking us, those of us that was taught by our fathers, uncles, and male carnival, if a man goes after you, you are to hit him in every vulnerable spot.
Hey, crew, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, crew, come on up here, man. Want to talk to you about something. Go ahead, Dame.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, drop the link in the chat, Dame, in case people want to come up.
Okay.
We open night. It's a GangstaTalk open mic tonight, man. I'm home relaxing now, yo. So I'm having some fun, y'all. So we can come on up and just kick it about whatever. I'm shitting on the maniqueers right now. If anybody wants to know, go ahead, Dane.
Yeah. So yeah, because they are still physically a man so far. We those of us that had uncles, brothers, fathers, grandfathers, we were taught. We they had to unteach us all that stuff about not hitting men in their vulnerable parts. So there's like, look, if a man's coming at you, you to hit him where it hurts, and lay him low, and you run from him. Well,
Mm.
those of us, or as my grandfather, keep kicking him even while he's down. Make sure he's unconscious. Otherwise, he can get back up and chase you down. That was my grandfather's thing. So
All right, but okay. So my thing is
so
okay.
so so when so we got a little so we verbally go for all the vulnerable parts, and these men they so easily de-trigger. So you hit them. Look at Cynthia G favorite things to call them. They get triggered. I never seen so many men triggered in my life. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't think too much of it neither, but dang, they were like hit dogs howling and howling and say you wrong, you wrong. What you mean by that? Oh my goodness, if it don't pertain to you, it ain't you. That's why they could get triggered off out of it. We hitting them at their vulnerable spot, which they
so my
wouldn't
thing. So
acknowledge that they don't have.
okay. So they make these titles specifically to trigger women.
Precisely.
Yeah, because they want to get into a big old cat fight. So to them, it's
And
about
also they want
out
women to
arguing. You know what I'm saying though, but that's really pathetic when you think that your masculinity, in order for you to save your masculinity, you got to try to out argue a woman. That's pathetic. I don't know if anybody realized that or not, but that's pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's nothing manly about that at all. I mean, if you're going to sit up there and say, well, damn, you know what? My masculinity, okay, in order for me to feel masculine and to show the world that I'm masculine, I need to be able to out argue this black woman. You see, I was taught differently. See, I was taught you didn't argue with women. See, I come from that old school hard shit, man. You know, we had tube belts. We walked around with hammers and shit and our tube belts and screwdrivers and shit like that. We built shit. You know what I'm saying? We had work gloves and work boots. We wore work jeans. You know, we were hard hitting motherfuckers. We knocked people out in the street bare hands. I come from that time where they was knocking niggas out. You know, I walked the street with some hard dudes, Jimmy Baxter, Black Guard, Cash Man who killed, people with one punch. You know, Godfather, yeah, cats who hit hard. You know what I'm saying? They had a hard name on the street. Hard-nosed Negroes, right? So I don't know anything about just arguing with women. You know, women get to arguing, I get quiet because there ain't no sense arguing. You know, we was taught not to argue with women because you ain't gonna win the argument. So what are you arguing for? You know what I'm saying? Just be quiet. Let her go. Let her do her thing. Eventually, she'll run out of gas. She'll get quiet. Just leave her alone. She gets to arguing and hollering and screaming. Just be quiet. You be quiet. As a man, you be quiet. You do the silent thing. But these guys can't do that. These guys sitting up here talking about they can argue better than you can. I mean, that's where we're at now. And that's why these guys can't build nothing. They don't have no tube belts. They ain't got no real masculine shit going on. Ain't nobody building nothing. Where the hammers at? Ain't nobody building. I mean, we walked around with tape measures and box cutters, and we were ready to build something on the moment's notice. Some dudes used to keep their tube belts on damn near all day and walk around the neighborhood because Cass is ready to build something on a moment's notice. Any moment you can ask somebody on the street, hey, my lights went out. You know what I'm saying? They be over your house with their tube belt, working on your lights, helping you get your lights back on. Cass is ready to do something, build, fix. Now, I don't hardly see nobody in the neighborhood doing anything. And I see a lot of these effeminate boys running around with their pants hanging down. These dudes promoting homosexuality. It seems like that's the only thing that they're interested in now. It's like all of this stuff is geared towards femininity. Okay, a woman is feminine, and now she's feminine naturally. Now you got these dudes who want to be the new feminine.
Yep.
These guys, the maniqueers, want to be the new black woman. You know, they started this a while back, right? When they used to say stuff like age, like 30 is the new 25, 40 is the new 35. You know,
I mean,
45 is the no. But you know, I used to hear people say stuff like that, right? They started that back then, and now you got the maniqueers are the new black women.
Yeah.
That's where we're at now.
And you're not going to outwoman us. That's what it is. The black women are defending their position to be black women because these new women, these maniqueers are trying to take our spot. It's battle for supremacy of who's going to be the woman.
Okay, so all right, so are you saying that black women are in an all-out fight, okay, for their own femininity?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why do you think it's all that talk about black women?
Wait a minute, hold on, man. Wait.
What's femininity is?
Wait a minute, wait. So you saying that now it's starting to make more sense. Now I'm starting to see why black women go running over there every time they make this video. Mm-hmm. Because they're in a war. Mm-hmm. Y'all in the war because these guys are trying to replace you. They're trying to be the new black women, and y'all not trying to hear it. Mm-mm. So is that what's going on?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. Before
wow.
it used to be arguing.
Wow. God damn. Wow.
Yeah. Before it used to be that they was trying to put some other women in our place. Yeah, they were trying to put these other women in our spot, you know? So before it was like, no. Yeah, you could go to your women of the other sphere if you want to, but they ain't taking my spot. Or you don't like me or women like me. Okay, that's fine. Don't be bashing us. Don't be trying to knock us off our spot.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is, so basically what I'm looking at, I was reading it the wrong way. So this is black women fighting effeminate males for the right to be black women.
Yeah.
They're trying to replace you as black women. They're basically saying that they are the new black woman. Uh-huh. And y'all not trying to hear that. Y'all going to war with these sissies to let everybody know, no, the black woman ain't going nowhere. We're the real deal. These are fakes. These are fake sissy boys. Mm-hmm. Wow, man. Wow. Oh, wow. That's gonna be another show. I gotta put a show together about that. That's damn.
At least that's my
and I hate that. Wow. I'm blown away by that, man. That's sad, man. I know I'm laughing, but that's sad. I mean, that's where we are. That's where we're at now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow, man.
Yep. They even trying to steal our black men by willing to bend over and take our spot.
Wow.
Why you think they bashing us to other black men? Why part of the reason they bashing us, they trying to steal our men.
Wow.
So they doing the woman thing. Oh, she don't know how to treat you right. She don't appreciate you and stuff like that. You
wait a minute. Uh-huh. You heard guys talk like that?
If you really listen to it, that's basically what they're saying to each other. Listen to them when they're talking to each other and they criticizing women. This is what they're saying. She don't know how to treat you right. I actually heard black women don't appreciate them, or appreciate a good man, or appreciate black men. What you think that's about?
Wow.
It's like she don't know how to treat you right. She don't value you. She don't appreciate you. She treats you like dirt and stuff
But
like
wait a minute. Okay, but wait a minute. So you're saying that these Negroes are pillow talking other Negroes? They pillow talking to you. Hey man, she can't treat you the way I can treat. Nah, niggas ain't. Nah, say it ain't so.
Next time you go, really listen to it. Listen to it like it. Trust me, it's pillow talk. Oh, Auntie said, did you see that video of that man who proposed to his ling and then he started twerking? Dame is right.
Okay. So all right. Well, wait a minute. Okay. All right. Listen. Okay. So let's talk about that. Okay. So ladies, if a guy proposed to you and then start twerking, Dame, what you gonna do if a nigga start twerking?
Probably spank his behind. Dude, what are you doing?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Y'all crazy as hell. Okay, so all right, wait a minute. I'm at a loss of words right now. I'm flabbergasted. I don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Between the black women fighting for their femininity with these sissy boys to the twerking, I don't know what's happening. How are niggas twerking?
I always thought it was a gay thing. Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Twerking? You mean that you mean the dance that the women do, like when they get low and shaking their butt?
Yeah, they're making
like that.
Yeah, the booty clap.
Wait a minute. Nah, niggas is not doing that. Nah.
That's what the twerk is.
Nah, Negroes ain't doing that. Come on, tell me it ain't so.
Well, I didn't see the video. Auntie saw it, but that's what twerking is.
Wow. Wait a minute. You okay twerking? Because I think I've seen sisters do that, man. You know, they got the sexy butt thing going on, shaking the butt and doing it and all that, and gyrating the butt. I get all that. That's a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's sexy, and of course it's a turn on. Okay, but that's something women doing. Men are doing that too.
Yeah. Now,
wow.
Usually I see that with gay men, but these so-called straight guys are doing it, so they suspect.
Skinny jeans. Wait a minute, dudes are wearing skinny jeans too?
Yeah, yeah, yes, I said twerking in their skinny jeans. Oh my goodness.
Hey, what the? Wow, niggas wearing skinny jeans?
Yeah, I'm just glad they jeans, cause I saw a dude would look like basically tights. I was like, wait a minute, tell me he's not wearing tights.
Look, man, real men don't wear tight shit. Okay, we don't do that. We may wear a shirt that maybe a size small because our muscles try to make ourselves look buff and shit. But as far as wearing tight ass pants and all that, no, we don't do that.
No. What you think that picture of with angry woman was with them shredded jeans? Those were skinny shred jeans with the rips in them, ripped jeans. That was skinny ripped jeans.
So what okay? So what's the excuse for that? What are they trying to say, that they're going with the trend today? Because I can't believe something like that is trending, not amongst males.
Well, yeah,
Surely,
yeah. It's just
well,
it
surely.
started off with young males. Like they got the not just the skinny jeans, there's the skinny slacks. There's suits where the slacks are skinny slacks. You know,
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on, man. You wait a minute. I'm okay. Okay, skinny jeans and skinny slacks.
mm-hmm.
Now, what the heck is skinny slacks? What are those?
Um, they're slacks that's a little bit more form fitting. They don't have quite that much. They don't have quite that much looseness like regular slacks that you wear with suit.
See. Just what my problem is, right? How is the black woman supposed to feel good about the black man today? But how is she supposed to look at the black man today and not be embarrassed?
Oh yeah, we are. That's part of the problem. That's what's going on.
I mean, you walking around here with feminine shit on. You got skinny slacks, skinny jeans and shit. You got your butt out.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
next time you look through a catalog where they got men's suits, pay attention to the slacks or the model wearing the slacks. There's a set where it's skinny.
Nah, I don't even wear. I gotta get my suit specially made. I don't wear no tight shit. I don't fuck around with that. Wow, man, this is embarrassing, man.
But it's usually young guys in their 20s, I think 30s now, that wear those. You see skinny jeans as young boys wearing them because they the only ones that's skinny. But now you got these grown old men, should know better, but they trying to stay young.
Okay, yo, man, how are you 50? How are you 45, 50 wearing some skinny any damn thing?
The same way you could be 40, 45 and wearing ripped jeans. Not naturally ripped.
But wait a minute.
Paid for ripped. Girly ripped.
Wow, wait a minute.
Yeah, when you see grown men in ripped jeans and the rip is up the thighs, that's girls. Girls have rip along the thighs. Men
is that the
mm-hmm.
is that does that mean they're trying to show their mangina? Is that what that's about?
Yeah.
You got the mangina and the bro bra.
Uh-huh.
Wow, I mean, this is bad, man. And so this is why now I understand why black women are arguing with these dudes, because they think they're the new black women. And they're trying to replace black women.
Mm-hmm.
This is sad that our women have to get into a fight with their men about femininity. That's a shame.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That's like a mother. That's like That's like a mother coming in trying to correct her child. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, which puts their back up.
Right. Like if your child is young and their feet are pointed together, you're trying to straighten their feet out so they can walk straight or something like that.
Yeah.
So the black woman is coming in, arguing and fighting with these dudes about femininity because they got the game fucked up. They think they the new black women.
Yep. Listen to the things they said. They want to be pursued. Hold on a second. Melanated
pointed together. They try to straighten their feet out so they can walk straight or something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, Miss Pitt. So the black woman is coming in.
Hey,
fighting with these dudes about femininity because they got the game fucked up. They think they're the new black women.
Yep. Listen to the things they said. Melanated, we can hear us in the background.
Pointed together. They try to straighten their feet out so they can walk straight or something like that. Oh, we got a echo in the back.
Okay, I muted you, Melanated. When you pause your YouTube playing or mute it,
it's playing in the background.
Mm-hmm. It's playing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
wow, man! Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So this
Yeah,
is deeper than I thought.
melanated.
I don't even know what I'm talking about because I'm thinking that, this was something else. So
Oh
basically, the
no,
black woman, huh?
oh, Auntie just shocked me. I'm surprised. She got down there.
Uh,
They have a site called Yanny.com. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say the site. It's basically lingerie for men. They're going all
see,
the
I
way
can't.
out.
See, I can't see nothing like. I can't watch them. Like, see, women can get away with looking at stuff like that. Real men, like manly men, will never be looking at a site like that. Only a gay dude would probably like something like that. You know what I'm saying? But you women, y'all can get away with looking at that because y'all females. They trying to be like y'all. So I mean, wow, man, there's a lot I didn't realize. Hey, melanated.
Hey y'all, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go,
Yeah, I
lovely.
was
We got you.
in the
Mhm.
license bureau with this guy. Now, I'm not saying that I don't know, like that men can't wear pink and shit like that. I mean, I'm not really into it, but
I'm I'm not
like
wearing pink.
I mean, I get it. I believe you, brother. I mean, you are a man's man, so of
But
course you're
thank you,
not.
appreciate
Yeah, you're not gonna do that. But
it.
like when I used to celebrate Easter and stuff,
Uh-huh.
like me and my boys, like we would, and I had a daughter. I have a daughter, so like my oldest daughter, and then I had three boys. So like
Hmm.
my oldest daughter would wear like pink and like pastel greens, and then my boys would wear like like pastel greens with like like with splashes of pink and stuff. But they were children, we were just doing it for pictures and things like that. But
Hmm.
I was in the license bureau and there was a guy and he was like totally like young thug vibe. Like, complete and totally like I mean he had a man purse. Um
What's a man purse? What's that?
A man bag.
um you this is the thing. Brother, you know what a man purse is. Like
No, I don't know what a man. What's a man purse?
it's a purse, it's a bag that men feel that they can wear and it kind of uh you know
It
how
looks like a
you
woman's purse, but they carrying it for
yeah
themselves.
I don't know
They
how
You
to
call it
mean
I
the
like
don't
you
know how
mean
to
man
like
say
you
bag.
mean
it.
like a
We call
you
it
mean
the
like
man bag.
a pocketbook?
Yeah,
No,
like it to me it's almost like where the men are you know uh dismissing themselves from womanhood. Like, okay, well I'm wearing this bag but I'm still a man. But you're not, you're a bitch. But they don't care because you know, they don't care because it's like at least I can wear this. And they think that they're high value men, but they're not.
uh,
Oh.
so you
So
saying,
like
yeah, um,
oh, and then it be matching their stuff with their
yes,
wardrobe, their
yes, that's what I'm
car.
saying. So that's what I'm saying. So I was in a license bureau and this was like
uh-huh,
last year. And
right,
like my boys, like I have three boys and like they're not like I don't how what people think that like black boys are thugs and they're like gangsters and stuff. Like my boys
right,
are not like that, but they're not feminine and they're not gay.
right,
You know what I mean? Like
right,
my boys
uh-huh,
are just they're just regular little boys. So like,
right,
like they're just regular guys. Like, they're straight. They love women and they want to
right.
be, with a woman. So like since my boys aren't thugs and stuff,
Hmm.
we were in the license bureau and a guy he had like on some skinny jeans and like he had on like some pink shoes and
Ew, what?
yeah, so my boys were like, oh god, like my boys like they think
Fuck is he, Little Richard?
like I'm not trying to like I can't even categorize my boys because they're just like regular little kids or whatever, but they were
Uh-huh.
just like, oh wow, look at him, he looks gay, and like they started capping
Yeah,
on him or whatever, and I'm like,
I would
guys,
have too. I
quiet
would
it
have joined
down.
him.
but I was telling my boys, like, quiet it down because, you can't do this in a public place or whatever. And they were like, oh, Mom, look at him. He's got on pink shoes. He got a purple purse. And I'm like, okay, guys,
Purple. Wait a minute. Whoa. Pink shoes and a purple purse?
Yes, but the problem is that he was, like kind of masculine.
God,
He felt like he was like, he felt that he was a young thug. I'm gonna get girls kind of, you can tell that he wasn't trying to be gay. Like he was just trying to emulate what the rappers were doing. Like, and my boys was like, oh, he's soft. Like, and like my older son was like, yeah, he's a bitch. Like, I was like, okay, let's just simmer down here, guys.
I agree with your boys.
I mean, they're right, but my thing is like,
I agree with them.
Like, like there's this this image now to where you have to like be feminine or something, and it's like when you have boys like mine, where do our children fit into that? Like where do my children fit into this? Okay, I'm not like a gangster thug, but I'm not gay either. You know what I mean? Like it's really hard for parents like me because we don't, like, I don't understand where my boys fit into this. Like my boys do not like feminine shit. Like they don't like.
Yeah, but your boys are fine. Your boys are natural. That's the way they're supposed to be. They're fine.
But it's like they see stuff like this and they're like, that's gay. Like,
exactly.
He's a bitch.
That's the way they're supposed to react.
Mm-hmm.
Males aren't
like,
supposed to.
Mom, he's gross.
Right. Males aren't supposed to identify with anything feminine.
I know, but it's just
they're not.
I don't know because it's just like when they were, because it's like, okay, so my middle boy, he kind of likes like like the dreadlocks. Like I had got him dreads or whatever. But he, like when he seen Young Thug, he was like, "Oh, that's gross. He's wearing a dress." And I'm like, "Well, you don't have
Young
to
Thug,
wear
that. Is that rapper I keep hearing about, the one that's wearing a dress or something like that?
Yeah, he's the little Uzi Squirt Vert guy.
Yeah, I think, you know what, we need to stop as parents, black parents now, they need to start censoring what their children are listening to and watching, because all of this homosexuality that they're putting into the rap music, cartoons, video games. I mean, they even got video games now with all these androgynous characters. You can't tell the difference between male or female.
Thank you. Yes, they are.
Okay, so you got to be careful. You have to start policing what your children are watching. And you're going to have to outright stop them from watching certain things to influence them and listening to certain things.
And you're right, because like I don't know, like when I let them watch things, like they always watch it like on the living room TV, so I can always walk past and notice if, somebody is saying like some gay shit or like, some pedophile shit or whatever. But it's like I always notice, like, I remember one time, and I will never ever forget this because I felt like I had failed as a parent. So I work third shift. So my youngest, my now 8-year-old, my now 12-year-old, he was asleep. So my 8-year-old was watching something, and it was like don't, like it was like a cartoon, and he was like, "Please don't put this in my butthole. Please don't do it."
Wow.
And I said, "Wait a minute, what?"
Wow.
And I said, "Bubba, bring that to me right now." I said, "What the fuck did he just say?" And he was like, he doesn't want this guy to put this in his butthole.
Wow.
I said, "What the fuck is this, Bubba?" And he was like, "You see this thing?" Like, and you could tell, like, the way that my son was saying it, it was like he You could tell that he didn't think there was anything wrong. He was like, "Yeah, look, Mom, he wants to try to put this in." I said, I turned it off and I just had a long talk with him because I could just tell, like, they're like, they're like targeting our children, like stuff that is like made for quote unquote for children.
Mm-hmm.
They're like trying to market our like for shit that's not even right.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck is there a cartoon talking about putting anything inside of anybody's body hole, period? Whether it's a butthole, an ear hole, a nose hole, an asshole, like, you know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're trying to get the kids used to it. They're trying to desensitize the children. They even got now cartoons now where you have older people, right, dating really, really young kids. I've seen cartoons promoting that too, like the Mambla thing. I've seen cartoons promoting that. I've seen video games promoting stuff like that. There's video games. There's a game called 7 Deadly Sins, Grand Cross, where inside there, right, they got several males, right, who look just like girls. I mean, they dress like girls, they act like girls, but they're boys. I mean, all of the mannerisms of females. It's a straight up it'll confuse a child.
Yeah,
and then check this out.
Dangerous.
And what's really dangerous, right? The other characters, and this is where the problem is, right? The characters surrounding those particular characters, they act as if it's natural. That's the problem right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
because I could tell that when I was talking to my son, like he was kind of like, the only reason that my son kind of adhered to what I was saying, because it was like, okay, this is my mom. I know she's never, you know, like steer me in the wrong direction, but it was almost like, okay, Mom, I'm going to listen to you just because you're my mom. But other than that, you know, what's the problem? Like, you can tell he didn't understand why I had a problem with it. You can tell.
How old is he?
He's 8, but he was looking at me like, I mean, come on, what's the problem?
Hey, I think, hey, Brother Rob, you want to weigh in on this? You got something?
Yeah. I peace and love, sis, and peace and power to you, Max.
All right.
And, I never had a chance to, meet you or nothing, but peace to you, sister, Melanated Misfit. I wanted to kind of weigh in. I heard you talking about your sons. I coach Little League Baseball, so I'm very familiar with young boys, and they tendencies, right? The age that your 8-year-old is at, that is perfect. How he's feeling, that's perfect. Those are all teachable moments. I want to say out loud, right? It is nothing wrong. It is nothing wrong with a little boy being headstrong, being aggressive, it is nothing wrong with that. The only problem, right, lies in directing that energy. If we look at statistics, I'm in education, so of course I'm always looking at this stuff, y'all. All right, so I'm sorry, right? But it's something that happens in 2nd, 3rd grade to little black boys. If you notice, pre-K, kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, man, they doing great in school. But 3rd, 4th grade, that is when the change happened.
You're right. You're right, because my son, like my baby, he like, I remember like when I used to like because I'm like a pop-up mom, like, okay, I'm gonna come up, when you least expect me. And like she would always be like, "Oh, your boy, like he's so wonderful, he's so awesome. Like, don't get me wrong, he's, because my boys are docile. Like, I don't know where they get it from, because I'm a fucking gorilla, so I don't know where they get that shit from. But I mean, I guess they get it from school, like people telling them to be nice and all that bullshit. But like when
let me give you some advice, right? Put them around some men. This is our look, right? We grew up under the single father pandemic or epidemic, however you want to look at it, right? And so we are living out those consequences now. The absence of fathers at home is the reason why, and we need to stop tiptoeing in the tulips. There is the reason why so many of our little boys are sissified. And it is our fault. It's our fault. Look,
I
I
agree.
don't have no problem telling the little boy, hey, stop all that sissy fat ass crying. Because as soon as you finish crying, you're going to catch this motherfucking ball. I say it just like that. And then, oh man, the parents be, oh my God. Right? So
yeah, you're right. So like when like the only reason that like my boys, I'm not gonna lie, like to where I truly made them understand, like, look, like stop being soft, like, mommy has never been like this. Like, because I mean, I can't lie, my husband, all he does is like buy them things. Like he makes sure they eat, and he makes sure that they have clothes, and he just pays the bills. Like he does not do the things that a father should do. So they can't take after him because he's not here. You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah, get them
like they would,
involved. Look.
yeah, like I
Get
will
them,
always
get them.
tell them, like, look, don't let no motherfucker hit you. A motherfucker hit you, beat their ass. Like, so they would come home and be like, mom, my teacher said that we should solve things with love, and we should always love people, and we're all God's children.
This is
I
what
said, Bubba, that's
look,
not true, baby.
let me say this out loud to you, right? We have a imbalance in the way that our kids are educated, and I'm saying that in the nicest way possible, right?
Yes.
I don't have a behavior problem. I've never had a behavior problem with students. You want to know why? Because they know I ain't playing, fam. That's why. Look, if I had your little boys, I guarantee you I would not have a problem because I tell kids they don't tell me shit. I tell kids. You see what I mean? They don't get to choose nothing. Letting kids choose what gender, what bathroom they going in, what cartoons they watching. Hey, I tell kids. We got to get back to that. I tell your ass. You don't tell me nothing.
Well, nowadays you got parents who want to be their kids' friends.
Man, hey, and as soon as we get rid of that weak shit like that, that's when we gonna be all right. Because that
That's right.
shit is weak as hell. Ain't no, you don't tell me when you gonna wash. Oh, I'm gonna wash them later. You gonna tell me when you gonna wash the dishes, nigga? Hey,
I mean, it's kind of ironic, right? Because back in the day when we was growing up, I heard my parents tell me several times, I'm not your friend. I'm your father. I'm not your friend. I'm your mother. Right? And so now you got these parents that are, oh, well, I'm my child's best friend. Well, you see, therein lies the problem.
yes,
Your child needs a parent, not a friend.
I honestly believe, right? Well, not what I believe. I honestly know that when I get a hold of kids, bro, it don't matter where the man look, bro. I work literally. I work at an alternative school. That's just a name. You know what I mean? Because these shorties, they got incarcerated, they had a baby, whatever. You got kicked out of your last school. Those are my success stories. You know what I'm saying? Those are my success stories, bro, because rough seas make the best sailors. Straight like that. We got to be stronger with our kids, period, point blank. We got to stop listening to these people that don't know. They raise serial killers. They raise school shooters. That's who we listening to? Come on, man. Like,
And
it's not. Go ahead.
and you look at it this way, right? You look at all of the stuff that's happening right now, right? You got this war on our kids. You got SWAT teams now running down on black folks' houses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, playing shoot the duck. You got all this brutality that done stepped up against black women, black men, or whatever. But yet you got groups of black men sitting on here like this doesn't apply to them.
Mm-hmm.
And making these streams about a black woman's attitude, trying to find everything negative. I mean, I've seen in the last, 3 weeks, I must have seen every negative twist that I could see about black women by the same dudes.
Man, look, this is just the truth, right? We gotta compartmentalize these dudes, right? You know, the election and COVID, that should tell us everything that we need to know. These people literally, I hear them say it out their mouth. I ain't trying to disparage anybody. They said they just want to see the black community burn. They don't see unity as a solution. I say, look, man, leave them people be, leave their ass alone, leave them right where they at, and we start building. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, dog. That's just
I
how I
agree.
feel, man. Like, cause at the end of the day, I don't have time to be trying to bring you over to the way that I think. If you want the community to burn, guess what, man? Stay your ass in the suburbs. And when I rebuild this community, don't bring you or your kids. Y'all stay exactly where y'all at. You know what I mean? Real talk, dog.
That's even if they survive in the suburbs. Because they
I
think
don't
that
care
they're
if they
safe.
do or don't.
Yeah. They think, you see, the problem is black folks think they safe around white people. You're not. You're safer around your own. I keep telling people, man, you're safer around your own people.
Mm-hmm.
You're in danger. Whenever you go around white people like that, you're in danger. Your life is in danger. Your family's life is in danger.
Mm-hmm.
Sooner or later, one of them gonna cross you, and that's gonna be the end of it. Just look at what's happening to these black people that keep going to these white folks' houses, keep going into these white folks' communities. One story we just did where the white people came to the brother's house. He snuck out the house.
Yes. Yes.
And they took him somewhere and killed him.
Look at Ahmaud Arbery. Look at him. Look, man, like, come on, man. Like, what else do we need to see? What else?
And what was he? And where was he jogging at?
It ended up being a dead end where he was jogging at, but it's a community down there where one side is white, the other side is black, and you know the brother was jogging in the wrong area. They rode down on him, and the rest is history. You know, it is that simple. A lot of people just don't want to look at it that way, you know, but it is that simple. It is. You know, it's no conspiracy theory. Like, this not a figment of our imagination. I will agree and concede that yes, I'm black power, I'm black first. I believe in our people. I'm worried about our people, my energy toward our people. That don't mean I hate white folks. That mean I'm watching y'all. That's what that mean. That mean that I see how y'all voted in this past election. For a man, I mean, look, man, if we was to just strip away all of the racist shit that he just said, all of the bad moves that he done made in office, every incumbent president lose a couple of points. Mm-hmm. Every single solitary last one of them, right? And then his messaging was, hey, I don't trust this mail-in voting. Y'all come out to the polls on the day. Look, the shit worked against them. Biden won, and now these people going down to Washington D.C. to start marching. If that don't show us that they are 75 million people voted for 74 million, damn near, voted for Donald Trump. That should tell y'all something. Half the country is against you, nigga. Don't you get it? Half the country is against you. And if we ain't thinking about unity now, when we gonna think about it? When?
Brother, can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, I'm sorry.
Welcome back, Melanated Misfit. Welcome back.
Yeah, it's okay, y'all. And I'm not trying to be pessimistic or anything like that, because I mean, I love us. I really do wish that we could, come to some type of, head or some kind of conclusion. But like, I look at us now, like it's like we're damn near in worse shape than we were 50, 60, 70 years ago. Like, to me, it's almost like, like that pride it's been stripped away from us. At least to me, I would like for this country, and I don't care what anybody says, I would like for this country to put it in a way to where we had no other choice but to buy from us, lay with us, deal with us, fuck with us. Because if this country doesn't do it, we're never going to be, the way that we were. Like, I look at it like, to me, okay, so when we had Black Wall Street and we had Rosewood and things like that, unfortunately, we were only fucking with each other because we had no other choice. Because
what
if
makes that unfortunate, if you don't mind?
Brother, this is what I'm saying. The reason that it's unfortunate is because had we had another choice, many of us would have not done it. That's what I'm saying. It's embarrassing.
How do you know that, though?
Because once it was over, we started fucking with white people again. That's how I know that.
So
that's how I know that. Once it was over, once they took our land, once they took our wealth, once they took our dry cleaners, our stores, our shopping centers, once they took everything from us, we were so fucked up in the head that we didn't say, okay, I don't care. Because that's just like if we had a Black Wall Street right now. And Hunkies was like, okay, yeah, you guys don't have to do this anymore. You guys can chill with us again. How many of us will be like, oh, great, we're gonna go back and chill with the enemy again? Like, something is fundamentally wrong with us, because the only reason that we began back dealing with these people and we said fuck our own industries and fuck our own businesses is because we somehow were able to eat pancakes and eat steak and eggs with the very people that hate us. Like, that is so incredibly embarrassing. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's unfortunate.
I want to say this, though. I believe that it is a narrative that has been run for so long now that unfortunately, we have a lot of people that believe that it's true. After the end of the Red Summer in 1919, what consequently followed is the Great Depression. And then after the Great Depression, we have World War II, right? So after World War II, policy from the United States is called a GI Bill. Policy is what created that wealth that you're talking about for the white middle class. The middle class literally was created from the GI Bill after World War II. Consequently, though, the black community was raped of our wealth due to redlining and things of this nature. So it wasn't that we weren't working together. The civil rights movement Brown versus the Board of Education. These things wouldn't have never happened, right? If we wasn't working together, we would not have produced, uh, 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 people like Medgar Evers, people like Martin Luther King, L.
Okay,
Haj Khalid
I
Shabazz.
get what you're saying, brother. But
Yeah,
would we? Okay, once they destroyed our found, because basically we had basically built up our entire empire. Like we literally turned into a superpower because we had no other choice. So once integration happened, are you saying that we had no other choice other than
no,
to?
no, no. To be frank, I just think that we need to take a deeper look at what our people did, how they did it, and have some contextual, historical, documented evidence. Because running with narratives, right? This is what have our kids believing that we've been foolish. We haven't been
Okay,
foolish. We've
okay,
been
so
we've been
brother,
we've been attacked.
brother. Well, I'm
Go ahead.
ignorant. I'm ignorant. So I want you to tell me once they destroyed once they destroyed our shit, once they, was taking all of our shit. Okay, like black people, we have our own cities, we have our own banks, our own dry cleaners, our own restaurants. What is it that we did that that fucked it up so bad to where we started? Because to me you can't tell me that it wasn't integration. So if integration is not the reason, then what is the reason, brother?
Yes,
Tell
ma'am.
me.
Yes, ma'am. The reason, uh, number one, we don't have the proper perspective when we looking at our history. That's number one. Number two, I would say white reaction to perceive black progress, right, is the reason that we are in the situation that we're in.
Brother,
Propaganda,
can you tell me
propaganda.
what that means? Can you
Yes,
tell
ma'am.
me, like, I
Yes,
want
ma'am.
you to tell me what
Yes,
that
ma'am.
means, because
Yes,
to
ma'am.
me,
Yes,
it
ma'am.
makes me
All right,
feel
all right, all right,
like
all right, all right,
that
bet.
we just was like, okay,
Let
I
me
can
put this
eat in
on the phone.
restaurants with hunkies,
Yeah,
and I can
let me
lay
put
down
this
with
on the phone for you,
Neanderthals,
right? All
and
right.
and this is
So
no,
I
no.
do my best to try to be humble about it, right? I'm
Thank
somewhat
you.
of a I'm a historian in training. Let's just say that, right? I study our
I
history.
appreciate
I
that.
study it religiously. I study it professionally, right? Um, Black folks
Brother,
right
this
after
this
the
this what I'm asking you, real
end.
quick, and we don't have to make it real drawn out, because I mean, Lord knows I
It's
respect
no
you, I
short
love
answer.
you, God damn it, I love everybody on this channel.
It's no short
I
answer.
want to ask you right
Mhm,
now, once
mhm.
they destroyed everything that we worked for, why did we adhere? What happened to us that made us adhere to white society to where we did not continue on to just do us? What happened to where it made us just say, fuck it, we're just gonna eat pancakes with Neanderthals, we're just gonna lay up with colorless people and their lice ridden kids?
That's a
Like, what
hey. So,
happened that
bro.
made us
What I
do
want to make
this?
sure that you understand, sis. What I'm going to make sure that you understand is that that is a narrative. That is not true. What you're saying is not true. That's not true. It wasn't that we just started laying up with white folks and we felt like we made it. You know what I'm saying? That's not true. This is what literally happened. His name is John Ehrlichman. John Ehrlichman was the policy chairman for Nixon. And then what he did was he created a propaganda campaign where he could continually criminalize black folks on the news by saying that we was smoking weed and doing heroin. Right? They did it every night on the news. Right? After you done did that for 20 years, now We have a whole generation of kids who think negative about their own people, right? And every night, still to this day, we looking at the news, shaking our nose at our people, and ain't doing shit. There you go. You along with a lot of other people, the reason why we have lost faith in our people is because we have lost touch with our people. That's why.
If that's true, then I apologize because from my understanding, and I don't know, of course an apology is not fix anything, but from what I've seen, it's like they destroyed our shit. We begged them to
When did they
be a
destroy our
part of
shit?
their shit.
When did they destroy our shit? When?
Come on, are you serious?
No, you keep saying they destroyed our shit, and then so are you talking about the Red Summer in 1919 when they destroyed Black Wall Street?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I think she's talking about Black Wall Street and
Shit like that. Like,
Okay,
shit like
so
that. Like, why?
Prince George's County, it is still one of the wealthiest counties for Black people in America, right? Do you know that it started getting built in 1927? Do you see what I mean? We continue to rebuild, but we made some mistakes. Integration was a mistake. It was. You know what I'm saying? But we continue to rebuild, and every time we made some progress, right? They came with their policies, they came with the KKK, and then finally they came with the police. You know what I'm saying? And mass integration, mass incarceration, as well as the crack era, we have not recovered from it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, real quick. When are you familiar with what's going on down there right now currently?
Down where?
Where you just named.
Where did I just name? I'm sorry.
You are we currently are we on the same page when we're talking about Rosewood, Black Wall Street?
Well, there were a number of Black Wall Streets. Chicago was a Black Wall Street. Charleston, South Carolina was a Black Wall Street. Obviously, we know about Tulsa, Oklahoma. Obviously, we
Right.
know about Rosewood.
So as a people, so you as a Black man, you are familiar with these things, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have family or friends that are familiar with, like these certain cities and these certain sites that, where we've kind of you know made headway for ourselves?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so have you ever talked to the natives there?
When you say natives, who are you talking about exactly?
I'm talking about our people who have built that shit from the ground up, our people who are currently living there, who have
Yeah,
been able to
uh,
build
Professor.
some type of wealth from
Yes,
that current
ma'am.
situation, from that current
Yes,
land.
yes, ma'am. Professor Nathan Thompson, he is a friend of mine. He wrote a book called The Policy Kings. I was able to meet the Johnson brothers' youngest sister. So, yes, ma'am, I'm somewhat familiar.
Okay, does he ever? And this is the thing, brother. I'm not trying to hold your feet to the fire because I mean we all been born into this, so I'm not trying to say like, oh motherfucker, you need to do it. Like I'm not saying that, but I'm
Uh-huh.
I'm asking you as a Black man,
Hmm.
have you ever went to them as our people? Because the thing is, I don't care what anybody says; those are our people. Have they ever said anything to you about having a Black militia, having some kind of way to protect? Because that's the problem.
Yeah.
At
Since
the end of the day,
let me say, right?
if we are not starting a Black militia, if we are not starting a way to protect ourselves, this shit is a mess. It's
Can I-
nothing but it's nothing but fluff.
Is it all right if I ask you a couple of questions?
Sure.
Are you familiar with Sun Tzu, The Art of War?
I've heard of that book. I spent the night in jail a few years ago and I read it.
Oh wow. So the main thing of The Art of War, basically what Sun Tzu says is you need to try to defeat your enemy with the least amount of fighting. So the least amount of fighting is psychological,
I get it.
right? And so what am I saying to you? What I'm saying to you is that our story as it exists is empowering enough. And if we were to take a very close look at our story and contextually see the mistakes that we made, see the successes that we had, repeat the successes, try to avoid the mistakes, I think we're going to be just fine. I think we need to put white folks under the microscope. We put ourselves under the microscope so much that we take away from the onus of their reaction to our progress. Donald Trump's literal election is a white reaction to black progress. Yes? Wouldn't you say?
I don't know. Like I'm not that intellectually strong. I would need you to
So
like
what am
I
I
would
saying?
need you to elaborate on that for me because I
So,
really don't I don't get it. I can't lie.
let me unpack it, right? So Barack Obama, I mean, we us in the black community, of course, we scrutinize our brother.
Right.
We feel like he didn't do enough for the black community while he was up in there and all of that. Okay, all right, bet.
Wait a minute. Our brother whom?
Barack Obama, I'm talking about.
He's not our brother, but go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, I'm just talking about the optics of politics.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, absolutely. I understand.
Optically, he's the first black president, and it has been said in the black conscious community, on black YouTube, black Twitter, that Barack Obama didn't do enough for the black community while he was president.
Yeah, he didn't do anything. But yeah,
Okay,
I'm
okay,
listening, brother.
all right. But we never scrutinized the way that white people view Barack Obama's presidency, right? And we found out the way that they viewed his presidency when Donald Trump, a fucking reality TV show, real estate fraud guy, runs for president and wins. And the reason why he won one more time was because it was perceived that blacks were making progress in this country. And so whites rose up and put him into office. So that's what I'm saying. Uh, uh, Donald Trump literally was elected because of perceived black progress.
According to whom?
Well, I was just trying to prove my point. If you didn't see it, all right, all good. I mean,
I
maybe
mean, I get it. I mean, yeah. I mean, I respect what you're saying, but yeah, I don't know if I agree with that, but yeah. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening, brother.
what did you disagree with? Why would people vote for Donald Trump? Why? Why would they vote for him? He said,
Now, me personally,
he said, let's make America great again. That was his
okay,
thing.
well, personally, I mean, I'm sure that people on this channel are basically enlightened. They don't need me to, go on around about why, I didn't vote or I did vote for, somebody like Donald Trump. Don't get me wrong. If I did, like if there was like a mandatory vote, like, oh, you have to do this, I would have voted for him simply because he didn't do anything for Black people, but he most certainly did not do anything to them. You know what I mean? Like, the way that I can narrate it is that basically Donald Trump is a starch racist, but he's the type that he believes in small government, he loves guns, and he believes that government shouldn't have their hands in everybody's lives. And for me, as a Black woman who owns guns and who likes to live my life the way that I want to, I would have voted for him because I can't say that he's done anything for us, but he most certainly hasn't done anything to us. Versus Biden, where he's went out of his way, him and Kamala, who has done things to us.
I get what you're saying, but I believe that when people look back in history and look at Donald Trump's presidency, uh, I don't think anybody will agree that he was a good candidate. And
No, he was not good. It's
history
just
will
that,
not history will not be favorable to Donald Trump.
no, but the thing is, it doesn't matter for us as Negroes. This is what I'm saying. Donald Trump is that crackhead mother that she smokes crack and she doesn't let anyone come in and molest her children, but she still makes sure her children has noodles on the stove, and she still makes sure that they take a bath every day and eat, and
Yeah,
is able to brush their teeth. It's the benign
my,
neglect. Like,
my issue.
I don't know how to word it other than that. It's benign neglect. Don't get me wrong. Donald Trump does not, Donald Trump does not give a flying fuck about Black people, but he most certainly is not enacting laws to destroy our lives.
Yeah,
And that is what Biden and Kamala is doing. Don't get me wrong. Donald Trump does not care about us, but he doesn't go out of his way to destroy our lives. Kamala Harris and Biden are enacting laws to hurt us.
I got
That's
you.
all I'm saying.
They haven't been in office yet, and I mean, here's the thing. If we held Barack Obama to that standard, I don't see why we would lower the bar for Donald Trump. I just don't see why. But
Say that again, bro.
it seemed like we lowered the bar for Donald Trump. Like
You know what?
when Obama was in office, we were saying that he didn't do anything for us. And then when Trump was in office, we didn't expect for him to do anything for us, and we certainly didn't ask him. And so,
And you know why? Because, okay, I don't think you understand. First of all, Black people, we're very symbolic. We're simplistic people. And as embarrassing as it might seem, is that we believe that people that look like us, that they have some type of duty or some type of obligation to us. So that's why we, held Obama to a certain standard. But when he didn't do it, some of us, well, many of us, were so weak and so pacified that we were like, oh, he's not he's not Black people's president. He's everybody's president. So just let him do whatever he's gonna do. This is the thing.
I just have I study politics. And I just have very different views. I don't have a wide brush, that I paint Obama with. In my estimation, Obama was president of the United States. We all know that the United States is racist. So, the expectations, we have to temper them if we really are looking at politics for what it is.
Absolutely. So that's what I'm saying.
One second. Everybody go to the table looking for something, right? And so the the alphabet people, they got what they wanted out of Obama.
Okay, but
I feel like
our people got nothing. And
I,
don't get
I
me
feel
wrong, that's
I was
okay because we never
we've
held him
established that
to
point
that
earlier.
task.
We established that point earlier. That our people didn't get anything out of Obama's presidency. Um, that's established. But my pushback is what organizations, what national organizations, what state run organizations were in a position to catch a bag from Obama? Which
None
one?
of them.
So who fault is that?
It is black people's fault. What do you mean,
What do
brother?
you mean? What do you mean, sis? Look, sis, like we said, the
What do
United
you
States.
mean? What what what
Man,
what what what,
this is
what
more.
things were set
This
in
is a more.
place?
This is a
We
more
didn't
in-depth
hold him
one.
to the brother. Listen, we did not hold him to the task. This is the problem. Everybody else, especially white people in this country, they make politicians adhere to their will. Do you understand what I'm saying? There are people in this country who say, boom, are you going to uphold this health care bill? Are you going to do this tax bill? Are you going to do this school bill? Are you going to do A, B, and C bill? If you don't do this, we're not going to vote for you. Black
So,
people do not do that. Black
so
people vote
I want
out
to
of
say,
fear.
I
No,
want
listen, brother. Black people vote out of fear. We vote out of obligation, and we vote out of tyranny and a slave mentality. Black people vote for way different reasons than white people vote. Period. We didn't hold Obama to any obligation because we don't know how to vote. Black people have a level of inferiority and a sense of low self-esteem to
hey,
where that we feel
what Obama do for white people?
well, white people love
What George Bush Jr. What he do for white people? What did
you
Clinton
know,
do for white people? What did George Bush Sr. do for white people? Do you see
brother.
my point? Like you're
He didn't do anything for
wait. My,
you.
my point is, so you can go ahead and attack it. My point is that you have black people under a microscope. Look, right? Asians are doing pretty fucking good in this country.
And you know why? And do you know why, brother?
Because
Listen, do you know why? Because they're going to have an economic base. This is the thing, brother. Listen, really quick. After you listen to this, I'm going to let you talk. After you listen to this, I'm going to let you talk. Asians have an economic base in this country. They have Asian towns, they have nail shops, they have hair shops. No matter what happens in this country, Asians are going to be prosperous. They're going to be rich. They're going to be wealthy. They do not have to participate in a political process in this country because no matter what happens, they're still going to be rich. That is why they don't participate in the voting process in this country. They don't have to. It's not gonna make or break their families no matter what.
They will if they will if one of those policies take away the ability to generate those riches you're talking about.
Okay, so Max, how come it hasn't happened? Why hasn't it
You're
happened?
right. It hasn't happened. But if they see something coming down the line that can affect them, they will jump into the race.
Okay, so guess what? Nothing has come down the line that's going to affect them, and that's why they don't do it. Asians have an economic base to no matter what, they're going to have a Chinese restaurant, an Asian restaurant, a fucking nail shop, a hair shop, and no matter what, they are still going to have money going down the pipeline for their families. They don't care about politics. They don't care about politicians. They don't care about government. They don't care about mayors or anything because
Right,
they
and
don't
I
have
blame.
to. They don't have
But
I
to.
just want to
something
get
is
one
happening
point out
because
before
we
you
had
start
an Asian
interrupting.
Asians do not
Gotta get one.
have
I just
to
want to say.
care
I
about.
just want to
This
say
is what
one
I'm
thing. Is
saying.
that
Asians
okay,
do not have to care
man?
about politics. Go ahead. They don't care. They don't have to. This is the thing. That's just like if me, Max, and Dame, and Bell and Bro Rob and we all moved to a certain country and we had fucking money just eating out of our, just flowing out of our ass. Like this entire country, it everything that this country needed, it would be just like flowing out of our ass. It wouldn't matter who these people voted for or anything because we're just going to be rich regardless. That is the way that Asians are. Asians do not
Is it all
care
right if
about
I? Is it
politics.
is it all right if I just want to be able to state my point of view without interruption.
Go
You
ahead,
can,
brother.
bro.
Sorry.
No problem. My point in bringing up Asians is because you said that they have an economic base. This economic base is provided by policy. It is also supported by their home country, right? We don't have that. And so I would say, more importantly, we need cultural identity, right? So just because they say they sell Chinese food, that doesn't mean that they're Chinese. Some of them are Filipino. Some of them are from Japan. You know what I'm saying? Some of them are from Mongolia. They just name it Chinese food and they just call it Chinatown because that's what it is known for. The reason why I bring them up is because here in Chicago, they have cultural identity. That's what they got. They live in a certain part of the city. They don't have a problem with that. They're not trying to move into another area. They good with staying in Chinatown. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a problem with it. And so they also are supported by policy. When they immigrate into this country, they have a financial backing from the United States government. We don't have that. I would say that in closing, we need policy. That's what we need. We need policy, and that policy, right, is we need our check. We need reparations. The wealth gap is not going to be closed by voting. I know that. I'm no fool. You know, the wealth gap is only going to be closed with policy. Period. Point blank.
You know what? I
I
blame
agree.
us to a certain degree about their economic power base because we patronize their businesses when they come into the black community. That's something that we should stop doing because they don't care about black people in the communities in which they have their businesses. I mean, I've seen them shoot black people in the head. I've seen them kill black people and still go on and carry businesses in those communities. They've beaten up black women, okay, and still carry businesses in those communities. We keep patronizing their businesses. We got to stop doing that.
I mean, the fact that Chinese people can still own stores after the way that Latasha Harlings was shot in her back like an animal.
Yeah, that was a
I
little
mean,
girl in New York, right? Back in the
no, it
day.
was she was in California. But that's the thing. That
Okay.
tells you everything that you need to know about our people. This is the thing. As a people, you as a black person, you should walk into a store and ask yourself, could I go into the neighborhood of this person and sell chicken wings or
Nope.
Chinese food or whatever? Like, could I go into this person's neighborhood and do this?
Nope.
Absolutely not.
Nope.
So the fact that you cannot go in this person's neighborhood and do this, why are you allowing them to come in your fucking neighborhood and do it to you?
Well, the thing
Like,
about it is they'll let you come in their neighborhood. They just won't buy nothing from you.
the thing, first of all, I don't even know if they'll let you. I've never seen a black person set up shop and no, Asian neighborhood, no, like in America, everybody can have a neighborhood of, other than us. You have a Jewish neighborhood, you have a Chinatown, you have a Tokyo town, a Arab town, but you will never ever go in any neighborhood on this planet and have a black town unless you go to Africa. But you can never, like, this is the thing. Where I am right now, you got Asian people around the corner selling chicken wings and French fries and hoagies and gyros. Like, how are you doing this? First of all, we don't even know where these people live at. But even if we did, we would not ever be able to go to that neighborhood where they live and sell a chicken fried rice dinner, a orange chicken, General Tussauds dinner, nothing. These people hate you. This is why nobody respects us, because we let people come into our neighborhood, set up shop, and then not only that, they make fun of the type of food that we eat. Black people are not the only people that eat chicken wings and French fries, but they're only selling it to us.
Yeah.
But they're only selling it to us. You can't go to no hunky neighborhood and get a chicken wing and a French fried dinner because they know those fucking demons don't eat that shit. Only we eat that shit. And we let them do it to us. But if we were to go to this is the thing. I make Chinese food way better than Chinese people. But you know what? I'm a black woman. I could never go to their neighborhood and do that to them because they would feel that, I'm appropriating their culture and I'm disrespecting them. But we don't look at it that way. We don't have any pride.
Nope.
We let these people are always disrespecting us.
And we let them do it, and we pay them to do it. Like I said, we keep patronizing their businesses. To me, when a little girl,
there was this black lady who was like on this Arab food truck, and she I don't know what he gave her or whatever. But the thing is, we could never go to like an Arab country and be like selling gyros and stuff. Like nobody would ever let us do that. But he came to our neighborhood, disrespected us, talked shit to one of our older sisters, and instead of her saying like, "Okay, I want to prosecute,"
whoa! Somebody got some serious background noise.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's the wind. Okay, so instead of the sisters saying, I want to prosecute him for, because he was calling her niggers and everything. And instead of her saying like, "Oh, I'm never gonna go back there," I don't want to fuck with these anymore. Like, "Oh, I forgive him. I'll go back there again."
That's the problem.
Like,
that's the problem right there, dang.
like I'm black first. Like I'm not like that. Like I don't give a fuck about other races of people. Like I don't know. I'm not like that.
Yeah. Pride and sometimes laziness. Lack of pride and sometimes laziness. Because I know there's this, I think they're Chinese, hair supply place, and he was disrespecting the women there. The husband, he's on it, but most of the time nobody deals with him. He usually had just his wife and his daughter. But this time he been in there and he bad attitude, treating people wrong, calling them names. So women put it all over Facebook. They let it be known all over town. Don't go to his place. He's disrespectful. He don't treat you right. Call N-word. And I think for about maybe 3 or 6 months, really, nobody black went there, and then slowly I saw a trickle, one or two, and hairdressers I knew, and they like, shh, I know, but I don't have time to go all the way to another town where there is a black beauty supply place. And there's even a white beauty, the Sally's and all that other stuff, but there's a black beauty supply place. But and she said, and she's doing like this, don't let them know. And slowly it trickle back. You know, those that are not able to go get their beauty supply over into a whole nother town, slowly trickle back. But only thing I can say different is the husband don't be there to deal with the customers. And he stayed away. That's the only thing different, but still, they went back. There's only I say maybe about half or maybe a quarter of black people in town um, don't go because we like no. And the only reason why I started petition there was because the other store next door, I was there bringing a friend, but the they didn't want to go all the way down to the next town. Mhm. Now, if he had hit somebody, now that part where they hitting or pull a gun or shot somebody, that definitely I do not get. I like to think that my town that wouldn't fly. But if he's cursing people out and calling them the N word, and then they slowly trickle back onto his place, I don't get it. But mhm. Oh yeah, and I think
Okay, Dane.
something is changing because first of all,
Okay, Dane.
mhm.
I'm gonna cut it short, but I gotta get off. All right, hey, cue up the music. Get the music ready. All right, everybody. Want to thank y'all for coming. Appreciate it. I'm on vacation, so I decided to come on tonight. Had a little energy. Talk to my black people. Shout out to Melanated Misfit and Bro Rob for coming up. Nice little spirited, conversation. And that happens. We have to be able to communicate with each other. Sometimes it gets spirited. It doesn't mean that that we hate each other or we're fighting each other. Black people are passionate people. And when you love your people, sometimes conversations get a little spirited, and that's fine. That's healthy. And shout out to the brother Rob for doing a great job dealing with the sister, and shout out to Melody the Misfit for doing a great job up here on the panel. Okay, listen, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm sorry, Saturday night for Ladies' Night. I might do something again tomorrow. Depends on if I'm rested. I might do something a little bit more structured tomorrow. All right. Everybody, thanks for tuning in to this impromptu GangstaTalk. I appreciate your time tonight. You want to say peace, power, and unity? Dan, you want to say anything?
Good night, y'all. Peace, power, and unity.
Okay, Dan, hit it. Take us out of here.
Yeah, son. There's mad kids out there getting creamed for the non-fed, bro. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time. Shoot the game going for mine. Alright. And this is the year when mad cats get peeled. I'ma spark the slide, kick the reel. Bang them out. With all this chaos in the realms of the street, your local street dog got to make ends meet. The average Joe's far too slow for the ghetto bro. You better know, when I hit the streets, I like to glow, I like to glisten. And at the same time, stay low, listen, motherfucker, thing. I'm pursuing the dope. My stilo is symbolic to a kilo. Cash is popping, coke is cooking, beats is copping. Ain't that some shit? A player that's used to living rich is now a sticky kid. Caught up in a ditch. In 94, Giuliani kicked down the door. In 95, niggas flip to stay alive. Peeling caps while I laugh. In the stats, the flow in the half. Remy in the glass, spark the boom, then I blast. They wanna confine me, sneaking from behind me. Bust a cap in my back and put me where they can't find me. They hate to see a young player. Hey, I don't wanna see that. They rather see it spray. But I'm like Diddy, a Terminator, squeeze the lead off. Using verbs and nouns like rounds to blow your head off. Hitting up spots, heating up blocks. Investing in stocks like Columbia grind. Fuck this broke shit, I'm hit, I get down for mine. I get down for mine. I think you wanna be a player. I ain't some play shit rap. Let's play a game of real nigga roulette. With this a DOA as I spray the melee. Contact and punctuation is compared to AK. You in a daze, overdose for pure funk. I'm fucking on like top again. The calmers of boot smoke. Decapitated rappers in my trunk. I'm sick, pumping skunk, bouncing with my click, popping mega jump. I'm getting back while these clowns be zigzagging. Once you talk about playing keys, come on, you're nickel bagging. I'm blasting off wings and niggas doubters believe it. You see, I was packing heaters when jokers was banging cheerleaders. Ain't nothing changed, it's still the same in the rap game. I'm known for banging rookies out the frame. Y'all done forgot who was the pimp from the start. Sipping vintage wine and eating a la carte. I'm phenomenal from the abdominal. Far from comical lyrics and sticking the brains like particles. Never sleep. I'm bringing the drama to the street with techniques and rolling in bleach. Ain't nothing sweet about the street, so I'm poetically ill. I'm pure like cook up and let it shine like fish scale. I got the banger at your throat and you ain't showing no signs. Can't depth, let them know I get down for mine. I get down for mine.